Hello everyone, Ruby Retrograde Tarot and Tay here, and today what I'll be serving you guys up is another tarot comparison, but I guess with a little bit of history in it. It's like a tarot history or a deck evolution, however you want to contract those words. What I mean by comparison, in the past, I've made videos where I've compared different editions or colors. For example, I have a video of the Fortuna Tarot, where I've compared different colors editions. And then I've done another video where I've compared the Ethereal Vision, the OG, with the Luna edition of the Ethereal Visions. I can put the videos or the links either up there or in the comments or description somewhere down there, whichever. But this time it's going to be like the same thing where I compare decks together, but a little bit different, I guess, in the sense that it's also a study, evolution, or an observation of I don't even know if like an evolution of a deck, but I don't know if I should call them the deck because the names have changed throughout the time, and as you can see by the title of the video, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But in short, it all started in 2019 when two people, which are named, let me remember the names before I forget, Leah Shoman and Jackie Wright, came put on Kickstarter a campaign for this deck, the Dreamweaver Tarot. If you don't know about the Dreamweaver Tarot, I'll even read a little bit of the little blurb that they had at the time. So let me see here. Sorry, let me find my notes right here. So this, the Dreamweaver Tarot was created with the intent to be experiential. It is meant to feel as if you found someone's old Polaroid photographs that were magically ingrained with information from the Dreamworker's domain. The tactile experience of the cards are meant to link your physical body into this realm and allow your mind to sink deep. So the imagery is composed by photography that's taken around the world by Leah, and then the illustrations were made by Jackie. So this was in 2019. It was funded. Lots of people liked it. And so you think that was that. But then later on, I believe from what I can find, around 2021 or so. I might be wrong on the dates. I was trying to pinpoint the date and was not too successful at finding the exact date, but my guess is around 2021, 2022. Jackie and Leah came up with another deck, which was called the True North Tarot. Now, for the True North Tarot, if we see the back, it says here, explore the diversity and underlying energies of our magnificent planet while aligning with Source through the traditional symbolism of tarot. Reconnect with your inner wisdom. May your intuition lead the way always. And so that was, again, by Jackie and Leah. Again, many people liked it, and that's actually what I first knew about, which was the True North Tarot. This was the first deck that I knew, and for a while it sat on my list. I kind of left it there on my list, interested, but I didn't really pull the plug until at one point I got I think I saw in an email or online somewhere that they were going to discontinue it for a new deck. And so I was like, well, it's been interesting, might as well get it before it's too late and I have to rush around. So I got that one. But then in 2023, that one I remember because when I bought this deck, I got the newsletter about it. In 2023 came the Wildlands Tarot. again, by Leah Shoman and Jackie Rai. And here at the back, we have this little blurb about it. Roam the lands and ancient wisdom will be revealed. Wildlands Tarot contains photographic captures of my travels around the globe. I've wandered this planet to energetic centers to receive informational downloads from the land and its guardian to impart specific key light codes into Gaia's ley line, transforming and transmuting density. This deck contains photographs from these incredibly powerful locations, and in viewing them, you too will receive these codes. The background of the Polaroid photographs are multi-layered, creating a double exposure effect, and at times there will be more than one geographic location depicted. The overlaid holographic foil is an minus the D, extra layer of symbolism to activate your pineal gland and transport you into every scene. And all these, I believe, I forgot what was the name of the publishing company that started, but ended up being Sacred Scribe Publishing. And up to now, you can still get a copy of Wildland Tarot if you want. Now, why did I end up with these 3 copies? I'm going to blame my brain on that one, because I got this one and I was fine and dandy. I heard about this one coming out and I was like, at first I was like, well, I already have this one. I don't need this. But then I was watching a flip through of the Wildland Tarot, and someone in the comment of that video mentioned that the Dreamweaver, okay, let me back, because now my thoughts are like crashing in my brain. I first thought that these were 2 different things. So this was its own thing and Wildlands was its own different thing. But in the comments of that video, someone said that no, actually, it all started with Dreamweaver Tarot, which then became True North Tarot, which is now been turned into Wildland Tarot. So it's not that they're 3 distinct tarot, they're actually editions. So this would be the first edition, this would be the second, and this would be the third. This is how I understood it. So now here goes my brain saying, well, what is the Dreamweaver Tarot? Because at the time I didn't even know of this existence. And so here goes my brain bugging me and saying I need to find what this looks like, and I need to see if I can get it, because of course brain says go get it. And by pure luck and chance, and I guess it was meant to be, I did end up finding a copy that someone was selling, because otherwise I did not find hair nor hide nor trace of this thing. Like, I saw the Kickstarter page and that's pretty much it, and and photos from like blogs and stuff. It was as if like it disappeared. So luck for me, I found it, and it, well, I can't say it didn't cost me that much. That is not true. It cost more than at the time that it was on Kickstarter for campaign, and probably at the time that it was getting sold until it got discontinued. I don't mind saying how much I paid for it. Like, I ended up paying about $120 Canadian, I believe, for this. And that was, when was this? Last fall. I believe it was last fall. November, December, around that time that I ended up getting it. This, at the time, I paid about $45. And then this one is currently on their website, and you can also find it on Amazon. It was available on Amazon Canada for, I believe, about $45 Canadian as well. Although I was lucky and this was on sale at the time when I went looking for it. And so if you can follow my brain here, not only I needed to find the first, I needed to have the last. So you see, and that's how I ended up with these 3. So what I thought that we would do is that we would check them out all together and see the differences, the similarities, and see the evolution, I guess, of a particular deck. So I guess it's not so much a tarot history. Well, I guess it is tarot history for this particular pair of creators. It's like a little moment in history, but like we can see a deck evolution, a Volu deck. Anyways, I'm still workshopping this portmanteau going on here, the smashing of words. If you have a good idea, put it in the comments. So we're going to start with the Dreamweaver Tarot. As you can see, this was the first edition, we can call it, or the first form. Here at the back, It says a Polaroid style deck that combines photography and illustration. Each card is a full color Polaroid photo with holographic foil illustration overlaid on top. And then here, created by Jackie Lee and Leah Shoman. We can see that it's different already. We have a little bit of difference. Here it was very simple with the silver foil. It is a two-piece, if I can open it, two-piece box. Oh, even I forgot to show the sides here. We have some constellation going on here. And as you can see, very simple two-piece box. And yes, hopefully the outside noises are not too loud, but it is nice outside currently. It is a beautiful, glorious sunning over here, and cars are passing, birds are singing, and probably kids are going to start running around. Here is the True North Tarot. Here we already can see a little difference. We have a silver foil going on here, but a little bit more rainbowy. We have almost, I could say, an example of the Polaroid style cards that we'll have inside, even with a little bit of wear and tear going on here. Pretty cool. We see that they upped the production value. Okay, and here instead of a two-piece box, I already read the back. So here instead of a two-piece box, we have a clamshell, we'll call, inside, and even with a little thing, a little word inside. Your intuition is your guiding light. This looks, hold on, let me, okay, because it looked like it was handwritten in there, but it's actually printed. So that is pretty cool. Now for the Wildland Tarot, the third iteration, evolution, whichever. Here, again, we lost the foils except on the sides here. And here we have an example more of the back of the cards, I will say. Example of the cards. A little bit more blurbs. And then here we have the barcode here at the back end. You can see that it's by Sacred Scribe Publishing. This is now where you can find their decks and other decks as well. So not just that one, but other decks as well on top of Amazon. And then the $29.99, this is a US price. Okay, and here I'll even say that there's difference in the little blurbs that we have at the back. I find, to me, at first look, it feels a little bit from like the symbol, like to the point, this is what it is, to getting into more maybe, what to call it, spiritual, spiritual lingo, more esoteric talk. Like even here, like we have like maybe 4 lines, and then it goes over to 5, and here we have like two good paragraphs. And then here it even goes like more in depth about how she went through the planet and went to specific key light codes and going into ley lines and things like that. So it's definitely a lot more, I'm not me saying it in a bad way, but a lot more like woo-woo talk to say. So now let's just open them boxes and see what we have inside. So this is what you had inside. You had the guidebook going on here. Here, this is my first, well, I've opened this one. I've checked that one because since it was secondhand, I had to make sure that all the cards were there. And then this is my first time opening the Wildlands. So here we have some silver foil going on here. So instead of having it more on the outside, it's on the side and on the inside. Here we have keep going. There is more to see. Along with, let's see if I can make it so that we can see most of the text. I think like this. Allow these lands to open my channel further. Allow me to crack open and receive even more deeply. Allow me to learn, to teach, to grow, to connect. Hear my words and reverberate them so loudly everyone, even those who are not yet awake, can feel them. In all my gratitude for your wisdom, your lands, and your love. Leah Shoman. And then we have a little one here. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take them out of the boxes to make it a little bit easier for me. Oh, and at the bottom of the Dreamweaver, we had a little eye looking at you. Let's see, there's something at the back of this box. Just a pretty backdrop. It feels a little bit like clouds. And actually, I'm looking at it, and it looks like it's a very blurred picture of flowers, maybe. It looks like it's a very blurred out picture of flowers. I don't know if I'm right, but that's what it looks like to me. And then for the wildlands, when we check this off, we have a card of the world of, this looks like the African continent. Real quickly, hold on, unless it's, yes it is, hold on. Sorry, I'm bringing it closer to my face because I'm looking at the words and stuff, and I'm like, this looks like that's what it is. But then it looks like they smushed, like this looks like the continent of Africa, but then this looks like the island of Japan. Then it looks like we got some like Icelandic islands going on here. It looks like they kind of smushed a little bit of everybody in there. And it says Rome to reveal. So this might be it, this might not be it. I might be completely off my my rocker with this. Anyway, so here we have the three. Okay, so here for the True North and Wildland, we have a little extra cards. Here it says, I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. Sweet one, thank you for coming along on this journey. Your love and support mean the absolute world to me. May you find solace and tap into the wild lands of your own inner wisdom when you use this card. All my love, Leah. Very sweet. Oh, there's something at the back. Thank you, beautiful soul, for supporting our creation of True North Tarot. We hope this deck brings you into alignment with the deep inner knowing and that within these cards, you'll find clarity and meaning on your journey through life's many adventures. All our love, Leah and Paige. Now it's Paige. And so here at the back, this is the back of the cards. And then this was kind of like postcard style. Very cute. Now the guidebooks. Oop. We see here, it was just simply, for the Dreamweaver Tarot, it was simply stapled. And then just very few lines about each card. And then the minor arcana, it was more all on one page, as you can see. Also, what I forgot to mention about the Dreamweaver Tarot is that the minor arcana were renamed. So the matches are wands, the vases are cups, stones are pentacles, and blades are swords. I nearly forgot to mention that. So there we go. Here for the Wildlands and True North Tarot, we have upgraded to little booklet. Well, it's an upgraded booklet because now it's not stapled. It's more, I forgot the term for it. Dang it. Anyways, it's a glue bound or something. But in any case, woo, let me not throw this. You have the guidebook. Again, this one carries still the little Polaroid style. You can even see at the back here. It looks a little bit more, almost like you could buy this at a bookstore. Like it looks more like a true to life book. And then again, another explanation. Here, let's see how we have the fonts are a little bit small, I will say that. So if you know, have your glasses nearby or a magnifying glasses if you know you're so inclined you need it. Here 2021 is the copyright. So that was the Dark Moon Peach and Leon Creative. We have the table of contents. And here, instead of renaming the minors, we have back to their traditional cups, wands, swords, and coins. Then after that, how to use this deck. We go straight into the major arcana. Here we have a blurb and the location of the picture. Now let's see for the minors. Okay, so let's take this one as an example. Same style. We have little icons to help us. Blurb and also again a location Look at that. Back to back British Columbia. There are the ones here. Coins. Okay, coins instead of pentacles. And are there any... No, there are no spread examples here. Make sure I didn't miss any. Nope, there aren't. All right. For the Wildlands Tarot. Actually, I'm double checking with the Dreamweaver if there were any example of tarot of spreads. No, there aren't. Let me look real quickly. Okay, no, there's none. And now for the Wildland Tarot, and I apologize for the carring down the street. Yeah. Here we have the copyright of 2023. Again, I don't know if it's me, and it's kind of weird. It seems like it's a little bit, the font I found a little bit smaller. Is that possible? Between the two? Maybe it's just me. Because instead of it being written in caps, it's written just normal style, I'll say. Or maybe it's the background. But again, smaller print, so eyeballs beware. And here I will see that they have changed the minors. So we have wands, cups, ankhs, and coins. So the ankhs would be the swords. So this is the only change that they've made. An introduction again. And here we have some, at least a spread, a 1 card, a 3 card, a 5 card, and then straight into the major. Here, the only thing is that they've decided to justify the text, and I'm not too much a fan of the justifying, because when you justify, like in Word, when you justify your text, in order for everything to be, you know, flush on the left and the right side of your margin, it kind of does these extra spaces there, and I don't know. It's and the fact that like you would have to like really stretch out the booklet to read the last words on the corner, it'd be better off if they just made it left align and be done with it. Or they squeeze the margin, they make the text justify but in a smaller margin, and place the text maybe more to the left or to the right, so that when it's binded, you can read it properly. But that's just me. Here we have an example for the majors. We have a little thumbnail of the card, which is better. And then see, this is what I mean when it's justified. This, you end up, and this is pretty huge. Normally it's just like the word, it would just be the spaces that would get wider, but a whole word being stretched out like that, I don't know. I'm starting to wonder if it's deliberate. But even if that's deliberate, it's a choice, because here we have, for example, for apply, we have AP and apply your willpower, blah blah blah. Not the best choice. They probably should have checked that one before printing it. I'm not a fan of the alignment, the text alignment choice they did. Here for the aces again, or for the minor arcana, sorry. I'm reading Ace of Wands. So here we have some keywords, a little blurb explanation, and then here we have the location of where it is at the top here. Okay. Well, I already did my critique of the guidebooks. I was gonna wait to the end, but anyways, it's done. It's there. It's all done in there and did. Then let's see for the back of the cards what they look like. As you can see, slight difference. Here we definitely have the closest to a Polaroid looking, in the sense that it has that black background. And please do not age me by perhaps saying in the comments, I don't know what a Polaroid is. It is It's still on sale at stores. You can find, like, you can have different versions of Polaroids at Walmart and Best Buys or whatever else. So don't age me by saying I don't know what that is, because I will be very sad. Okay, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Here is the back of True North Tarot. Here we've gone with a lighter style, and here an illuminated star design. And in here for the Wildlands, it is now a sky blue, I'm gonna call it. We got some crescent moons and the zodiac signs all around. Common denominator is it's all foil, except for the two recents. It is more of a rainbow. This one is a bit more rainbowy though. Maybe it's because this one has less space. No, this one is like a bright silver. This one is definitely a rainbow holo. The texture of the cards, you know what, they feel the same. Truly, like I'm touching them, they feel the same. Maybe the Dreamweaver maybe feels a little bit more velvety to the touch. And that's the only difference I would give. Otherwise, the three cards, just to touch them like this, I would give them relatively the same good quality feel. This one a little bit more velvety, and then this one more like bare cardstock. In terms of the strength of the card, this one on the Wildlands feels either more reinforced or thicker. Let me see real quick. I'm gonna say thicker, actually. Maybe because there's a core added rather than yeah, because in terms of thickness, these ones seem close to the same, and then we have the Wildlands that are a little bit thicker. We can also easily see them if we put the whole stack side by side. Oop, we are forgetting cards. And also keep in mind that the Dreamweaver is not as if it's like fresh out of the box, new, and all of that. Like you can, you know, there's little roughy points here. So if we look at them side by side, as best as I can, stack them, I would say the True North looks thinner, followed by Dreamweaver, and then Wildland looks thicker. Also, we can see that it is white edges. I'm going to hazard a guess and say it's just it's not that it's painted white, rather it's just the natural color of the paper. So it's just a natural edge cut. All right, so that will be it in dissecting the cardstock itself. I think I've gone over almost everything. If not, then I can always talk about it a little bit later. And now for the cards, we can definitely see some difference right away between the three. First off, here, for example, we have, when we're looking at the full, it's definitely all different. Here, starting with the font used, here it's more all capitals. The last two give more of a feeling of handwritten than this one. I don't know people that make their O's like that unless they want to be fancy with it, basically. But I prefer the handwriting of True North Tarot, because for the Wildlands, I find it a little, really a smidge like this, a smidge. It's an official word, a smidge, smaller. Although, well, you know, when I write, yeah, I write close to that size font. But, yeah. But anyways, point of the matter, this one is a little bit smaller, so it could be a little bit difficult. Like, I say difficult, but the number will help, basically. And then for this one, I mean, it's all fine and dandy. No issues there. When we look at the front of the cards, we see that the Polaroid style has been true to all three versions, no matter which one. We have the silver design that is on top of the photographic background. Okay, here we have another example here and a third example. And we can definitely see here that for the first two versions, there were hands used. And here we've decided to go more with the sun and I guess the number 0. Maybe that is the number 0. But that is very cool. And what I'm glad to see in my brain pestering me to get all 3 versions is that there are definitely differences between the 3. So I did not get essentially, you know, triple copy of the same thing because I would be sad. Okay, I would be sad, I'm not gonna lie. And I think that this one, just looking, going from, you know, older to newest, it seems like here maybe it's from like a simple, like the simplest design or like art style chosen to put on top of the photograph, to here like we're going more complex, more construction going on here, if that makes sense, I hope. So let's flip the cards and we can see, whoop, all 3 cards. Actually, let me try to zoom a little bit and see if maybe hopefully that will help. There. Okay, moving all 3 decks so that we can take a look. Here we have the Magician. So now we can see definitely the differences between the 3. Here I would say the 2 look a little bit more similar. We have the infinity symbol going on, wand and sword, although here it looks like there's 2 wands more than anything, and then 2 ankhs and a cup with the coin here. And here we decide to go with one of each, with I believe those are lists. What are lists in English? Lilies. Rose. Here we have a background of, I want to say, cherry blossoms. I can see at the back here. But I have the impression that these 3 may be the same location. Like these, I'm pretty sure is the same location. Those 2 might be Japan. This might, no, maybe not Japan, actually. I'll retract that because the mountains, but now let's go with the High Priestess. I don't know if you can see maybe on the True North the details of the symbols here. The pillars, an orchid and an eye with the moon above. Here to me it seems like the foil accents and or designs got pared down, and it's more about the photographic composition in the background. That's what it seems like to me. And I don't know if I have a preference necessarily. Now let's move on to the Empress. Oh, those are beautiful. Oh wait, hold on. What is going on? Let me see. It seems like the font changes with each card. Here we have it centered off to the left, now to the right. Okay, it's the same. Is this deliberate or did this fly by? This looks like the same handwriting, but again, this is definitely very small. Well, very small. This is definitely small, I'll say that. And here, see, this definitely looks like there's different handwriting between this one and that one and that one. And that one even. But they're all readable, which is good. This is fine. And for the Dreamweaver, it's all, so far at least, it's the same font, which is fine. Good consistency. And then those two are my favorite out of the 3 for sure, because of the I have a bias against flowers and cherry blossoms and all of that, so that's my bias. I totally assume it. So here, if you don't see it, Looks like like a headless torso with a star. Here we opted to go bodiless and just have a rose with some stars and moon. I believe it's a rose. And here again, I believe that the focus is more on, I want to say, geishas. We have here stylized Venus, hopefully I'm not mistaken, and maybe it's meant to look like a crown of stars. Now if we go with the Emperor, yes, definitely they are changing fonts with the True North Tarot, and then when it comes to Wildlands, it's like they're switching sides. And the jury is still out on if it is the same handwriting font / hand throughout. I want to say yes. And I think I prefer this one in terms of Emperor for the three. We have another different body, but here it's more the forms are more concrete. Does it make sense when I say that? The forms are more concrete, whereas on the Empress, it was more like receiving. To me, it was like receiving the idea or the thought or the whatever. And here it's like solidifying itself. Hopefully it's making sense what I'm saying. On to the next. Oh. The Hierophant. Okay, I'm having a bit of issue in flipping these cards. That is also a constant. Okay, here we have more of an open book. Here the book is open, but we have the keys, and it seems like it's heading towards that temple there. And then for this Hierophant, if I'm not mistaken, this is a traditional wedding garb, if I'm not mistaken. But here we kind of have the symbols that you could see here, but they've decided to stylize it a bit more. Okay, let's go on to the Lovers. It's not very, unless I made shadow on it, it wasn't very stable. We have a pair of swans. They're pretty. Here it's like two, let's say, profiles. Got snake, wings, and I'm not too sure if I want to call this like a fire going on here. And here this is very simple. Again, Wildlands is definitely very simple on the accents that are being put. It's definitely the compositions that we have going on here. Okay, let's move on. I should also apologize, not just because I'm Canadian, but because this is going to be a long one, looking at the differences of all three decks. I might split this video in two. I am not sure. Jury's out. So if I do, I will put a little something in the screen. So here we have the Chariot. I have a hard time seeing that these are horses. Well, we can see that it's the horses, but here we need to make it shine. Here we're going more with the yin and yang symbols. This is a very pretty picture in the background too. Oh, and it's taken from an airplane. I just noticed the wing here. And in here, definitely some pictures from Egypt. Oh my gosh, why is my neighbor neighboring like so much? Oh my gosh, I am sorry. What is going on? I promise y'all everybody was quiet. And then I film and the neighbor decides, well, the neighborhood decides to neighborhood. In any case, here we have a little bit of difference that I just noticed in position 8. Strength, justice, and definitely was meant to be in position 8 because there it is. So we will have strength later on for that one. It is what it is. So here we have a pretty lion. So that's already a difference going on here. You know what? It's kind of unfair to compare justice to 2 strength. So here, so this is what strength looks like. We got a tiger. And for here, it's either a lioness or a panther. Okay. So let me do this, and then I will have to bring justice up later. Now the hermit. We can definitely see the foil here, the hermit in the very pretty background. It looks like it was taken in a cave. And here it's more of a hand. Having the light levitated over the hand. And then here it's more of a lantern. Okay, now the wheel of fortune. Here we kept it short, and then here we just put the whole wheel of fortune on it. Very pretty picture. I think I like that one a lot. I like that one too. I do like that one. But here we can see that the constellations are almost, well, they're kind of taken there here, but instead they put, I believe it's the 4-1 that we see on the classic Rider-Waite-Smith. And I just remember Leo because I'm a Leo, basically. There, we'll say that because I'm a Leo, so I just remembered that one. But I'm pretty sure there's a Taurus somewhere, a Virgo, and I forgot. I will, you know what? I will try to remember to put what's the 4-1 that should be there. So this is Leo. Taurus might be this one. Virgo might be this one. And I forgot the 4th one. I feel like I got like 1 out of 4. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, everybody. But here we have all 12. Oh my gosh, why didn't I just do that? I should have just looked over here. Oh, look at the smartness that I am. Anyways, let's flip over to the Justice card, which in the case of True North was strength. So what we'll do is we will take that. So this is what it looks like here. And we have the ideas of the scales all throughout. Here it's just that it's hanging from the arms. Okay, let's put these back. And now the Hanged Man. And what's interesting that I'm seeing is that it's 3 different items that are being hung upside down. Animal, vegetable, and person. So here we have a little bat hanging down, a palm tree, and here we have an Egyptian figure. I would not be able to tell you what. And it's kind of interesting, the hot air balloons being there too. have some stickiness going on here. The death card. Here, is there foil on this? Oh, there is no foil at all. Interesting. Oh, sorry, no, wow. How did I miss that? This thing is in my face. Right here. Never mind me. I cannot believe I missed that. So it's like the light coming from up here. Here we have a moth and a skull. Then temperance. Here it's, you can see a hand in a vessel, like a vase. Here the vase is pouring itself in the river. And here it seems to be pouring itself on like in a basin. Now the devil. This devil looks more like looks more. It gives me the impression that it could be like a yokai, especially with this picture. I'm very sure that was taken in Japan. Here for the devil we have a scorpion along with chains breaking. That's also very interesting. And then here we just have a goat head figure along with the star. And it seems in one of the composition, it seems like there's a picture, an explosion. Like maybe I'm dreaming this, somewhere around here like this. Okay, now on to the tower. This one is pretty neat. I like it because the tower is like already crumbled, and then the addition of the foil and I guess the rain, maybe raindrops. Here again we have thunder, and I'm doing like this to the cover so the foil could be better shown, but foil, thunder and light drop, the raindrops, not light drops. And here it seems a bit more violent, I want to say, more aggressive, just the way that it's depicted. Onto the star. Now that is a very beautiful picture of an aurora, and another one that is here, and I believe, no, it's not, no, that's not the box cover, but I remember seeing it. Maybe someone took a picture of it, but it's very pretty. These two definitely feel more like a star than the one in the Dreamweaver. I would almost call this like a star card. Now we are on to the moon. Upside down crescent with moon phases on top, and it looks like the swishes here to make it seem like a river or maybe like a body of water. And then here, what is this? Crescent moon that has some flowers to embellish it, and maybe like a sun ray in there. To the sun. Those are some pretty pictures. I like sunset pictures. They're nice. So I like this one. Here it's more of an eye illuminating, seeing everything. Nothing missing out with that eye. And then here again, it's just a simple, I guess, sunburst, and it looks like it's even centered on the actual sun rising in the picture. Just the way that it's made. Now we moving on to the Judgment card. Now here we have the eye and the sunburst that we saw in the sun card here for the True North. And here it looks like they really went with like what I will call angel wings plus oh, what is that triangle pyramid called? Tetramagon? Tetramagon? Oh boy, I forgot, but that triangular, it's like the 4 dice in D&D, the 4 dice. There you go. And here we also have the hands reaching up, but this time with the hand reaching down with the snake wrapper on, which I think is pretty cool. And what is on that hand? Hold on. It seems like on the hand there's like a sun or something. And now we have the world. These two feel like very bright cards here. Here it's a little bit more, I don't know, down to earth. It's a little bit more anchored than these two, is my feeling. And out of the 3 world cards, I think I might like this one first, then this one, then this one. And here for the 4 accents. There. Leo, Taurus, what's his face? I am sorry, it's not Virgo, because it's Scorpio, because it has a little arrow. Scorpio. Wait, is this Scorpio? Oh my gosh, I'm questioning my whole life. I'm sorry guys. Aquarius. I am sorry, I am being very terrible at my zodiac signs today. I apologize for all the zodiac holders that I've offended by mixing them up with something else. So here we are. We're in the minors. Let's start good, at least for the minors. So now we have wands. As I've said at the beginning of the video, the minors for the Dreamweaver matches are wands. So we're gonna start with that. You know what? I think because I'm already an hour in, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the video here, because it would be unfair to make like a hour, 2 hour plus, and I've just gone through the minors, the major arcana. So I think I will cut the video here, and then I will post maybe the second part. Maybe I could do it in 2 parts, maybe not, because I talk a lot. Maybe it'll end up being 3 parts, but let me know what you think so far, the majors. And then in the next video we'll start with the wands, the aces. At least you can already see them there, and so I won't talk too much about them. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Hopefully you've enjoyed my little breakdown of this iteration of the Polaroid style tarot, Dreamweaver, True North, and Wildlands tarot. And until next time, or very shortly, on to part 2. Okay, there, 2, because 2 plus 2 is 4. So let's just do 2 fingers, okay? I know math, I promise. So on to the next part. So see you guys later. Bye-bye.